Stadium with Coach Kyle Short of Saline football. Coach, big win today. You're going to the next round in the playoffs here, maybe against Belleville, team that you have history with, but a team that Saline has a lot of history too at the same time, and then also maybe Woodhaven up there. How do you feel about the way you guys played today, first of all?
Yeah, I think it was a sloppy first half. I think we had some opportunities. I think we left stuff on the board, but defense, a shutout for a majority of the game, which was awesome. I thought the defense played very, very strong.
Really good.
Offensively, we'll have to get on the drawing board. I think there's some things that we're going to be able to learn from on film and get better at. We got to get better fast. But there was things that, like I said, I know that offensively wasn't happy with the game. But when you come away with a 43-13 win in the playoffs, you can't be too mad. So it was a good team win, and I don't care if it's 7-6 or 43-13, as long as we get the win and move on to the next round.
How big was that touchdown by Bryce Barbarino and the way he did it? How did that, all of a sudden you guys look like Saline again after that?
Yeah, Bryce does a phenomenal job in that package and that running game, but I would say the emphasis was on our offensive line. We were extremely frustrated with how the offensive line kind of stalled out on the goal line and we didn't get the chance to punch one in. Where we talked about all week, like offensive line, we ride our offensive line and we're behind them, and if they're not firing off the ball, if they're not doing a good job, then the whole offense kind of stutters, and that's what happened. So we challenged our offensive line, and we just went, obviously, a heavy run personnel and let Barbarino do his thing. But I was very impressed with the offensive line being able to fire off. Now, I told him at halftime, I said, we got to fire off in a regular or more regular, I should say, offense. That's definitely a part of our offense. But our every down when Tommy Carr's a quarterback, the offensive line can't be passing. We got to be able to fire off the ball like that.
How big of an asset was Lincoln Keys out there for you guys today?
Yeah, he's a special player, and being able to utilize his skill set in big games and have him come through is important. He got on him for the first play of the game and drop, and he said that was his first one of the season. So that's just something that we take for granted. His hands are like glue, but I think I'm one of the coaches that'll stick on the not negatives, but make sure that they expect perfection.
What's it like coaching Tommy and Lincoln out there? You got a lot of other guys too, but there's no. It's pretty hard to argue with those two and what they bring to you.
Yeah, they've got a great connection, and I think it goes beyond football. Their friendship, the way that they hang out, and their chemistry on the football field definitely shows. And we have a quarterback with a tight end receiver like him. It's very special, and seeing them do it on a Friday night in playoffs and understanding senior years coming to a close at some point in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully more than 1, 2, or 3, and we can keep playing. But it's cool to see them have a good senior year, and hopefully it'll keep going.
Barbarino, he played in that offense right away. First week one at Rockford. I saw him again. I think he had a big game at Pioneer, and then you didn't see him run the ball so much. And then now all of a sudden he's starting to play a little bit of a factor at important times. How do you see his role on the offense?
Yeah, he's a football player.
Yep.
And he's taking some snaps at quarterback. He's taking some snaps at running back. He's taking some snaps at H-back, middle linebacker. So he's just a kid that when he's on the field and the ball's in his hands, that he makes plays, and he's extremely tough. So we knew we didn't want to do that to him all season. Nine games plus hopefully a playoff run like we talk about is a lot on the body. So picking bits and pieces throughout the course of the regular season, so when we need him in playoffs, he's fresh and he's good to go, and I think that showed tonight.
Isaiah Harris getting that. I think he got the fumble recovery to start the recovery on the kickoff to start the second half.
Yeah.
What does he bring to your defense out there?
Yeah, his energy, his effort, and his leadership.
Yeah.
I think those are contagious, and I think he's a player that when he's in the zone and he's ready to go, everybody around him kind of looks at him and says, all right, let's go. And at halftime, like I said, we weren't pleased coming out with a 15-0 lead, and the kids were like, Coach, let's go onside. I'm one of those guys where if the players believe in it, players want it, then we're going to do it. So it was cool to see it execute. It was cool to see us get the ball back and create that momentum that it just felt flat. First half kind of felt flat.
I forget what I was going to say, but anyway, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, and, real quick, we need more fans. I know it's Halloween.
Yeah, I know.
I know it's Halloween, but we got district championship at home.
Yeah.
And this place should be packed.
You think it'll be Friday or Saturday?
Yes,
You know?
Right now locking in Friday, 7 o'clock.
All right, cool. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.